So here we need to state the domain and the range of this function f of x. Now let's start by simplifying this function down. So if I do this in two parts now, I could say that f of x, it could be x over x plus 2x squared over x. And if I simplify that down, I just get 1 plus 2x. So my claim here is that this and this are the same. And in fact, they pretty much do behave the same for every single point except for one special point where they don't behave the same. And that is down here, what if x was equal to 0? So I see that in this function f of x, that x cannot be equal to 0 because I can't be dividing by 0. And I have to make sure that I bring that down here as well, and I say that x cannot be 0. Now, this function here on its own, if this was just an isolated function, just say g of x, then that would have no restrictions. But because it's come as a simplification from this more complex sort of f of x, I have to make sure I bring that x cannot be 0 part of my domain through in my calculations. So what does that mean? Well, that means for my domain, x can be anything except for the fact that x cannot be equal to 0. And the impact that that has on my range, I see that y can be equal to any real number. Okay, however, if I was to put a 0 in here for x, which I can't do, I would get 1 plus 0, which is 1. So I cannot ever get to 1 for y, so y can never be equal to 1. And that would be the domain and the range of that function f of x.